Dress watches are supposed to be discreet. Casual watches are supposed to be relaxed. And affordable Microbrand watches, supposed to be total rubbish. And yet, these ones actually look smart, are interesting, and don't scream free gift with that bottle of cologne. Not your average heritage since last Tuesday Microbrand nonsense. These are the affordable dress and casual watches worth a double take. Norway, famous for Vikings, fjords and Erling Haaland. Not particularly famous for watch brands. Yet here we are, and Von Doren is looking to change that. Yes, Von Doren might sound like an American streetwear label selling distressed baseball caps and ladies' jeans with their logo emblazoned across the entire backside. But in reality, they're delivering the complete opposite of that. Scandinavian understatement. And the Ronda candy takes that understatement but sprinkles it with a heaped teaspoon of sugar. 3 deliciously coloured themes named after Norwegian islands, because apparently naming your watches after random rocks in the North Sea is the new heritage. Ronda, the island that inspired the candy edition, is home to puffins, sea cliffs, and a watch that somehow manages to be playful, precise, and classically confident all at once. The candy series is exactly what it says on the tin. 3 colours, 1 cohesive idea, 0 apologies. Mint, sugar and chilli. Pale green, cream with mint accents, and tomato red with green subdial. All playful yet polished, and all sweet, sharp and fresh. This is Scandinavian design that accidentally found its way into the pick-a-mix rack at the local cinema. The dial itself is intriguing. The main face is clean, uncluttered and smartly polished. The kind of restrained canvas that lets the colours do the talking without ever feeling like they're trying too hard. Then there's the subdial, sitting slightly recessed just enough to remind you that while the watch is polite, it's not boring. It's these little details that elevate the candy series from pleasantly classic timekeeper to watch with personality. The contrast between the main dial and the subdial is playful without being gimmicky, and the applied numerals and simple sword hands are perfectly readable without screaming for attention. Every glance confirms that Von Doren didn't just slap colour on the case and call it a day. Someone actually thought about colour theory, and it shows. Specs are modest. You get a 39mm brushed stainless steel case, 12mm thick, 20mm lug width, domed mineral crystal with AR coating, 50 metres water resistance, Swiss-made Ronda 1069 quartz movement, and a 20mm Von Doren pearl-on strap. Enough to back up the design without overshadowing it, because here, the real story is the design itself. And at £300, it's not the greatest value piece that money can buy. But like a pick-a-mix at the cinema, it still feels like a genuinely tempting indulgence. Sweet and mischievous, it proves Scandinavian understatement can still stand out, earning a double take without ever raising its voice. Dress watches are supposed to be simple, classic and unassuming. And the ghost town Old West, isn't. Unless your idea of classic is a gold mining town that hasn't seen life since the 1890s, your idea of simple is a bar brawl over a drunken misunderstanding, and your idea of unassuming is turning up to the office looking like you've just had a shootout with 3 blokes over a bad hand of poker. The ghost town Old West won't sit idly in your collection. It'll barge through the saloon doors, order a whiskey, and make your Seiko look like it should politely leave through the tradesman's entrance. They say time waits for no outlaw, but every so often a watch comes along that commands time, rounding it up like cattle and pinning it to your wrist. Wanted, dead or still ticking. The Old West is less watch, more wearable tumbleweed of legend and dust. At 37mm, it's a compact lasso slinger's sidearm, sheathed in stainless steel and topped with a single dome sapphire crystal that curves like a desert horizon. Inside beats a Ronda quartz movement, reliable and unglamorous, like a grizzled deputy that always shows up even if no one remembers his name. The leather strap completes the look, though you may have to mosey on down to the nearest saddler's if the supplied strap doesn't fit. Water resistance, 50 metres. Enough to handle rainstorms, sweat, and maybe the occasional spill shot of rock gut, but it may not be enough for panning gold or crossing rivers. But specs were never the draw here. You don't buy this because you want a dive-ready daily. You buy it because every tick sounds like spurs on a wooden floor, because it makes even your dullest Monday feel like a showdown at high noon. And the dial is where the theatrics kick in. It looks suitably weathered, like someone left it out in the desert since 1865 and thought, yes, that'll do. Ghost Town calls it a tale of love, death and reincarnation, which is very grand for what is essentially some textured paint on a disc. But you can't fault the drama. Sun-bleached wood, shifting sands, and a sense that at any moment a woman in a red dress is going to walk out of your life forever. Every glance feels like a Sergio Leone close-up, only with fewer guns and more spreadsheets. At £185, it sits firmly in the "you're buying this for the vibes, not for the spec sheet" bracket. And honestly, that's fine. Because no one's picking this up thinking, what a sensible daily driver. This is cosplay for your wrist, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. So is it practical? Not especially. Versatile? Not in the slightest. Does it make your other watches look like nervous tourists who've just been told that this town isn't big enough for the both of us? Absolutely. And that's why it works. Time doesn't lie. Outlaws do. And this one, it's a straight shooter. Most microbrands launch with a Submariner clone and a marketing blurb about heritage. Heritage that usually stretches back as far as last Tuesday, when someone's mate in Singapore orders 200 cases of Alibaba. Gane didn't bother. Instead, in 2020, the year most of us were panic buying toilet roll and forgetting to turn off our Zoom calls before getting on with some extracurricular activities, they churned out the Type D, a watch with texture, presence and an actual idea. The whole series runs off a simple formula. Old school linen dials, sandwich construction and sapphire on top. Details that make vintage nerds drool, combined with modern steel, solid movements and enough grit to stop it feeling like a 1950s dollhouse prop. It's retro, but it also doesn't apologise for being modern. Retro without regret. And those dials? Linen textured, yes, but not in a polite Grandad's Sunday shirt kind of way. By daylight, soft and breezy. By night, darker, moodier, and probably whispering something inappropriate in your ear. Colours range from powdery sky tones to deep twilight blues, but the vibe is always the same. Professional in the office, filthy at the club. Specs include a brushed 38mm stainless steel case, around 11.5mm thick, 46mm lug-to-lug, sapphire crystal and a high-beat Miyota 90 S5 automatic inside. Add 50 metres water resistance and you've got a package that quietly outperforms plenty of serious watches twice the price. Not over-engineered, not under-specced. A solid reminder that sometimes decent specs and good taste are enough to shut people up. And here's the bit that actually matters, the price. On sale for just £215. Cheap enough that you won't need to start a crowdfunding campaign, expensive looking enough that people will still offer to donate to one. The Type D series proves that you don't need since 1884 on the dial to be interesting. You just need the guts to make something that doesn't look like everything else. Linen sky, pewter grit, hand assembled in Singapore and enough attitude to pull it off. Different in every way, but not so different it's weird, which frankly makes it weirder than most watches on the market today. Let's hit pause on the video because it's giveaway time. I'm giving away this stunning Welly Merc WN226 when the channel hits 7,500 subscribers. To find out how to enter, click the link in the description. And if you want even more chances to snag watches, I run a members only giveaway where I give away all the review pieces I get sent, as well as offer early access to videos, exclusive content and a good old chinwag in the members posts. Fancy a shot at multiple watches every month? Just tap the join button or hit the link in the description. The money from the members goes directly to the costs involved in getting the watches to the winners. The next giveaway in the pile is for the Theta Interstellar series, and the winner will be announced on Friday the 19th of September. So join now for a chance to grab this and many other watches. Alright, shameless self-promotion over, let's get back to the video. Once upon a time, watches like this were strapped to the wrist of Italian frogmen who crept through harbours, planting explosives and hoping their lungs and their luck held out. The Gakakota Pioneer, it's no longer blowing up enemy ships. Its most perilous mission now is guarding your girlfriend's handbag at the bar while she goes to the toilet. Same stoic presence, slightly fewer explosives. It still carries that military posture though. Square-jawed, cushion case, 42mm of brushed steel, 14mm thick including the domed sapphire crystal, all the right angles to look serious without shouting on your wrist. Lug to lug is 45mm, enough to be noticed but subtle enough that people don't assume you're smuggling a small tank under your wrist. The dial has the charm of a rogue in a tuxedo, brushed and fading to fume, neat crosshairs, trapezoid applied indices and a gilt chapter ring tying it all together. It's legible, disciplined and a bit smug. Spend a moment staring and it feels like a character waiting at the back of the bar, smirking knowingly, ready to lie about where it's been last night. And you'll believe it. The hands, a lollipop hour hand paired with cathedral-style minute hand, glowing politely in superluminova. Sporty enough to suggest capability, elegant enough to suggest discretion. The straps come in suede, plain leather or calf skin, all pitched perfectly between a pub landlord's belt and mafioso's driving gloves. Not trying too hard, but you can tell they've been chosen with taste. And inside, there's the Seiko NH38 automatic movement. The kind of dependable engine you'd want ticking away while you orchestrate your next round of drinks. And that's the fun of it. This isn't a dive watch anymore, and it isn't pretending to be one. It's evolved. The kind of watch that once guarded harbours, now guards bar stools. Still punctual, still serious, but these days only for dinner reservations, questionable jazz clubs and the occasional bossa nova night when someone dares you onto the dance floor. This isn't a tool watch masquerading as dressy, nor is it nostalgic homage weighed down by pedigree. It's Italian military DNA dressed in charm, a louche, slightly mischievous character catching a waiter's attention and asking for a bill with authority. And under £300, less than a round of cocktails in Milan circa 2025, and frankly, far more useful in any kind of civilised adventure. Watches don't usually have multiple personalities. Most are polite, well-behaved little things that do what you expect of them and keep their opinions to themselves. Then there's the Vario Versa. It's quiet and casually impressive, but has a wild size that surprises people if they see it for the first time. Like someone who's perfectly capable of convincing a conservative dad that they're a nice boy before taking his daughter on a 100 miles per hour joyride and still getting her home safely before 10. Unlike your two-faced ex, the Versa actually improves with a flip. Gunmetal on one side, purple, blue, green or white on the other, two personalities, zero emotional baggage, and somehow more reliable than anyone you've ever dated. Two faces, one watch, and both of them entirely worth your attention. It'll make you look like you know what you're doing, riding a horse with a long mallet in your hand, even if you've never so much as seen a polo ball. The reversible case lets you switch moods faster than most people can choose a Netflix show. On one side it's disciplined, respectable, maybe even businesslike. Flip it and suddenly it's playful, mischievous and entirely unapologetic. The sort of attitude you pay good money to borrow, if only it weren't already strapped to your wrist. Dual time functionality isn't just a flex, it's a life hack. Sometimes you want to be punctual here, sometimes fashionably late somewhere else. Unlike some people who can't manage one calendar, the Versa keeps 2 time zones in line with effortless poise. It won't compete with the rest of your watch collection, but it will make some of it look slightly redundant, politely but firmly. 39mm by 26mm, 12mm thick, tank-style polished stainless steel case, a flat sapphire crystal with inner AR coating, two-tone sector enamel dial, dual Ronda quartz movements and 50 metres water resistance. Specs you could list if you wanted to bore the pants off your latest love interest, but let's be honest, this watch tells the story itself and she doesn't really care anyway. And the best part? At £320, it's cheaper than a therapy session after a bad breakup with that lying two-faced cheater, far more fun and infinitely easier to deal with. The Versa doesn't beg for attention, it doesn't nag, it doesn't whine, it doesn't try to gaslight you into thinking that you're the problem. It simply exists, flipping between two sweet personalities, tracking two time zones, and somehow making the room around it feel just slightly less competent. Two-faced, yes, but in the kind of way that makes you genuinely admire it. Clever, charming, and occasionally mischievous. And I got through all that without uttering the word reverso. Oh. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.